to understand what I mean, you need to picture with me an organization during the industrial economy, during a time where all we wanted to do is ensure efficiency. And to do that, we had strong, powerful leaders that had all the answers, and their core job was to be very clear when they give instructions so that the people in the organization just implemented very efficiently. That was a time when we didn't even want the employees to think, because at that time, we wanted them to just focus on execution of our instructions. Anytime an employee thought or wanted to create, this delayed the process. And this is especially true for the manufacturing organization. So look at the organization today. Today's organization has to look at the global environment. They need to sometimes predict what's going to happen because they have to be ready to adapt to those changes. Think of Kodak, which was a leader in the production of cameras, right? When you think of Kodak, you actually understand the requirement of organizations today. Kodak was actually ready to launch the digital camera. However, they didn't do it because they were only looking at competitors that produce cameras. And they felt very secure and safe that they had time. And then Apple came out with a camera. So the point I'm trying to illustrate, you can no longer look at your competitors in a particular geographical area and be the sole solution provider to your organization. This cannot happen today. Today's organization has to constantly be scanning the global environment. They need to sometimes predict the changes that are going to happen, and they need to ensure that their organizations are constantly adapting to those changes. Now, I need you to think a little bit with me. When we talk organizations, what are we talking about? We're talking people. We're talking humans like you and me. And people have a certain amount of energy. We must recognize this. So if I am a human being with a certain amount of energy in an organization, and you're coming at me, asking me to change every 2 months, and every 2 months I have to rethink my job, I have to rethink what I do, and sometimes I have to be trained to a totally different skill. Can you imagine how that person feels? There's no way you would be able to bring out passion. You can't ask people subjected to this pressure to innovate. You can't ask them to collaborate because they're tired, they're exhausted. So when I say we need a different organization, we need to manage differently. The role of the leader today is very different. Today's leader is no longer the solution provider. He or she is someone that nurtures the culture of the organization. They take care of the people in the organization. They ensure that the way they manage triggers collaboration, triggers innovation. Their job is to bring out passion. And once the passion comes out, organizations will see things they've never seen before. And this is really success. So today's organization is one that focuses on innovation, on passion, on collaboration. Actually, one brain is simply not enough. You need to trigger collective thinking. You need to ensure that you utilize every resource you have. And you have to utilize the brains of all your people, and you have to gear all this towards one direction, which is the objectives of your organization.